I imagine a classroom filled with students eager and ready to learn. Students with background knowledge, manners, and wonderful schemas. A classroom where all students are on grade level and enjoy spending time in school. However, I know this is not a reality for all students in the inner city, low-income schools where I plan to teach. I know I may not be able to teach all of my students everything they will need to know, but I can and I will give them all I've got. I will care for and about my students. I will meet them where they are and continue to expand their ZPDs and their schemas. I will introduce them to new material and new ideas. I will provide large varieties of books and learning materials to help all learners. I will use what I know about RTI to group my students together when necessary. Regardless of the backgrounds my students may come from, I firmly believe that every single child has the ability to learn and grow. I imagine a classroom where inclusion is happening and all students are in the LRE that is most suitable for them. Differentiation will be apparent and obvious in my classroom. There will be various levels of books and reading materials available for all. Students will be seated in groups, pairs, or alone based upon what is best for each child's learning. As a teacher, I will implement different types of instruction, such as whole group, small group, and even one-on-one instruction. When it comes to assessing my students, I will create portfolios of their work, conference with them on a regular basis, and frequently check in with informal assessments. It is an unfortunate reality that high-stakes testing has somewhat taken over the classroom, but when it comes to my personal assessments of my students, test scores will fall very far behind personal progress. I imagine a classroom where all of my students feel safe and comfortable, where everyone gives and earns respect, and where all members of the classroom strive for their personal best every day. In my classroom, I imagine students who care about each other and especially about themselves. But most of all, I imagine a classroom where students succeed on a daily basis, whether it be learning something new, accomplishing a new task, or even simply raising their hand to volunteer and answer. Every small accomplishment and new lesson learned will be appreciated and celebrated by all.